Hello everyone, I'm Freaky and welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be reacting to FCC's Scourge versus Reverse Flash. So if you guys haven't seen this video, please go watch that video first. As you don't know, come back, watch this. So let's continue. Okay, I know of the Reverse Flash, and I know about, well, kinda sorta know about Scourge. I think he's supposed to be like an evil version of Sonic or something. But considering that this video is going to be 40 freaking minutes long, and considering that I'll just say this: I think the Reverse Flash is going to win this one. Simply because, I mean, come on, the villains and the heroes in like DC and Marvel and all that stuff, right, are like really freaking OP. So I'm going to say that. I mean, I know more about Reverse Flash than I do with Scourge. So without further ado, let's get to watching. So this is Scourge versus Reverse Flash, and 3, 2, 1, and go!
Speed is a concept that everyone knows. It's how some can move at such a pace, unable for most to comprehend with our basic minds. To many, once you master speed itself, you are truly unbeatable.
Yeah, I think someone should have saw that being used by some of the most petty of people across all the multiverses. Which led to these two speedy assholes.
Scourge, Archie Sonic's own king of speed and chaos.
And the Reverse Flash, Barry Allen's kill-crazy, time-hopping fanboy.
Beast Demon and Night Marcher.
And it's our job to analyze these characters to their fullest, going through their feats and faults, to see what happens when these two fictional characters collide. In the world of Mobius, there's not many who have never heard the name of Sonic Maurice Hedgehog. This blue blur not only has been around for decades, but he has also been able to do the impossible. He has moved beyond incalculable speeds, outran time itself, and even became the literal embodiment of chaos where fate bends to his will. Truly a being only few can match in the feat.
Okay, back up a bit. His middle name is freaking Maurice? What is it with us some ridiculous names recently?
You know, to be honest, Archer, I thought his middle name was going to be The.
But what if we say in the past multiverse, which is the Archie
good
comic series, which is known as the Cosmic Interstate, there are basically infinite numbers of Sonics in multiple different scenarios, and some are really, really dumb. Like, look at how stupid some of these other non-important Sonic lookalikes are. We have your most iconic Sonics like Wolverine Sonic, Very Buff Sonic, Spaceman Sonic, and who can forget everyone's favorite Scuba Sonic. But what if we were to tell you there's one Sonic more known for his crimes and evil doing, being evil Sonic?
Evil Sonic? Man, whoever came up with that brilliant name must have gotten fired because he was too smart for everyone else in the writing room. And wait, this is what he originally looked like?
They should really bring in Scourge into the
He
games.
might just look like Sonic, he was more the polar opposite of him. He was even wanted by the Cosmic Police throughout the Cosmic Interstate, became the leader of an anti-freedom force, and was Sonic's #1 thorn in his side. You might say he truly became a scourge on all his enemies.
Yeah, and the writers thought of that nifty wordplay themselves. So after bringing in Sonic Community's second biggest monster, giving him a name change, having him drink the G Fuel energy known as the Master Emerald to turn himself lime green, yeah, trust me, this same thing happened enough for like a couple dozen volumes of the comic series. It's normal. He was now known as the King of Chaos himself, with a new name being Scourge the Hedgehog.
I know we may be sounding like we are kind of making fun of him, but trust me, this man is no laughing matter.
Absolute
Since this
womanizer.
change, Scourge has basically been one massive pain to Sonic and Company. After he gained the power of the Master Emerald, which led to the scar on his chest because someone punched him during the transformation, he went back to his own universe to take it over, and he succeeded in just that, which led to a massive overhaul of changes under his rule.
But now, since his universe is under his foot, he decided, hey, I remember that other me who basically humiliated me for a good long time. Why not go do the same to his universe and become its one true king? And that's what he decided to do. Yeah, the guy was kind of not in the best mindset after all that. Kind of made the guy snap.
You see, after the events of the Master
So,
Emerald, he basically saw this as a
being
sign
a
that
ruler
he
of his
needed
own
to do
universe,
something more. To him,
he,
he was really nothing more than just another Sonic who will always be behind the original main
was
Sonic. So he decided that it's time for a rebrand. To fully prove he's more than
He
just
wanted
Sonic,
wanted more,
completely
but he
carving his
didn't
own
have
path
any
and becoming his
fulfillment
own
over it.
hedgehog,
But he wanted to come over
something
and
more. No. Something even better.
Very inspiring
rule
until
other
you remember
things.
this guy is basically if
He'll never
Sonic
be
snaps
fulfilled.
and decided freedom is stupid and used his own busted strength and speed for his own selfish gain.
Because if
He's just
he
like
takes
Sonic,
over
he has
Sonic's
hands
world,
on some
he'll
of the
want
most
to take over
iconic
another
things
one,
like
and
the
another one,
homing
another one.
attack and the spin dash.
And like most characters in the Archie universe, he has his hand on a warp ring if he needs a quick getaway. These warp rings can create a door into other universes and even zones, and like Sonic as well, he has found a way to weaponize other types of rings, known as the power rings, which gives him resistance to many elemental attacks if gathered enough through battle.
But alongside that, Scourge, like all the male hedgehogs in the series, have connection to the weapon power called the Chaos Power. Created a way to be controlled by this cool mammoth-looking guy, Mogul, which is also from a place called the Chaos Rings. Long story short, it's another plane of existence that houses the power of chaos itself, which is some form of omnipotent energy that takes form of emeralds and power rings. And to harness the power, Scourge uses the 7 powerful legendary Anarchy Burl.
What?
What's a burl?
It's just another form of gemstone like an emerald, only looks different shape-wise. But they function just like the emeralds, so with it, Scourge can harness the power of chaos control, being able to use them to travel through space and time and to achieve the power of super. But fun fact, unlike the rest of the super forms donning the blonde yellow coat, Scourge went for an actual good color scheme to show how much better he was with this purple and black. And with it, he basically becomes invincible and even able to go against Silver's own psychic hold, which can close wormholes that distort space and time. And that's not to include with other beings who have access to the super juice.
Like the one he is another version of, Sonic. You see,
Destroy
Archie
Metal
Sonic
Scourge.
himself is one of the most mind-bending characters we ever got to read. His speed has let him create afterevents, go invisible, allowed to phase through shit, and let him across the cosmic interstate in a couple days. You know that thing where the entire multiverse connects to each other? And one of the craziest shows of speed is when he wasn't super. See, during this crossover with Archie Mega Man, he basically became a robotic Sonic and fought Flash Man.
You see, Flashman has the power to stop time where only he can move through it. But somehow, with no reason whatsoever, Sonic was still moving. I repeat, time stopped for everyone but Flashman, but Sonic was still able to move. This makes his speeds incalculable, since the major factor of speed is time, and Flashman ability takes away this factor of time itself.
And no, this isn't just a random outlier. Sonic has shown multiple times that this is just a normal thing for him in Archie. Helps that he also has the embodiment of chaos that the universe bows to, so being able to do this stuff is basically a free pass for all the writers to make some really, really stupid situations.
But hey, it also means we really don't need to discuss Sonic's speed this time, actually when you think about it.
We're
Hence
going
giving a number to the hedgehog's
supersonic.
speed, knowing it's incalculable, and meaning we would just be lowballing the character no matter what.
Yeah, but I'm sure someone would find an issue with it. Anyway, just like their speed, the Archie characters like Sonic and to a great extent Knuckles has shown impressive strength. Stuff Scourge should be able to do himself, like the time the second hedgehog known as Silver and Sonic fought the being known as Evil Knuckles, also known as Enerjack.
Enerjack, who himself at one point stole the souls of every Mobian in the multiverse, whose own avatar fought the Mammoth Mogul, who was the main reason behind the power of the Master Emerald, aka the granddad of all Chaos Emeralds, and even fought both Hyper Knuckles and Supersonic, who both have shown that their own cases of universal to multiversal feats that Scourge's own super form should scale to.
Hell, not even the multi-dimensional prison could keep this guy down for too long, being one of the main levers of said prison, just so he can have more fun fucking over the world. Except the guy is basically invincible.
Actually, no. Aside from a massive superiority complex and an ego to match, his super form having a limited time use which can leave him tired and vulnerable, his biggest weakness is something out of his control. His creator.
Do we really have to?
I mean, hey, it's in the script.
You see, something called the Super Genesis Wave happened to retcon beings like Scourge out of the canon, thanks to someone basically suing Sega and then getting sued himself. While the events were epic, it left people like Scourge stuck in the original universe. only small bits of the original universe still being around by Silver's own statement.
Now Scourge is destined to float around for eternity in the fragments of the original timeline, forever together with the sins of his creator, never to be seen again. Showing no matter how powerful you are, no strength can fully keep you safe from the higher power and their own mistakes.
Nah, he's most likely still out there destroying what's left of the original universe, having the time of his life.
Yeah. I guess what they say is true. Hail to the king.
Attention to all the scrubs of this zone. The king has arrived. Respect.
They really should make him.
I'm pretty sure we don't have to explain who Barry Allen is, right? He's everyone's favorite.
I prefer Wally West.
Me too.
Scarlet Speedster, the Flash, the fastest man alive, one of the founders of the Justice League and DC's favorite walking retcon device.
Actually, that's
So
Molly.
with that knowledge, of course, in the future there would be a museum dedicated to him. And of course, the future's #1 Flash fan works there, Eobard Thawne. Wow. Between this and Evil Sonic, you sure are breaking the bank on these names today, huh?
So just like a Deus Ex Machina, a time machine had appeared and just so happened to contain Barry's suit with a teensy bit of speed force on it. So Eobard went to tinker and, well, gained super speed.
Neat.
Because of course he would. Like, this is dumb. Have you seen how Barry and Wally got their powers? Like, come on.
And now, as the Flash of the future, Eobard has dedicated his life to become just like Barry. Kinda like a spinning image of his idol. Saving the day and taking names. That only got better once good old Barry came out of nowhere and met Thawne. It was almost like a dream come true.
Hates
for him.
it.
Except for one thing. Barry soon discovered that Thawne was a fraud who was rigging these issues to be the one to save the day.
I wonder if there's like
Barry left the 25th century
a Reverse
with the
Flash
lasting
film
idea
for
in Thawne's
Wally.
head. So he trained and trained to be.
It was me, Wally!
To Barry that he is truly made for hero business. To prove that he is destined to be by his side. To be a part of his legacy.
But then Thawne discovered that Barry already had a legacy with his family, friends, and the life he has without him. To Barry, Thawne was just a guy who pretended to be a hero for his own gain. Something Barry would never approve of, and the news destroyed him.
But then he'd unveil the horrifying truth that would truly change his life. After going to a certain Justice League museum, he discovered one of Flash's arch nemesis that was wiped from the history books was revealed to be himself? Wait, what?
What?
What a twist!
What did you
Yeah,
say?
it seems Eobard was always destined to fight Barry as his most hated enemy. This news didn't go so well, you could say. So much that he had a mental breakdown. Kinda like someone else we just talked about. Thus now he lived on to torment his idol throughout time itself. Because for every step forward Barry makes, there always has to be a reverse. Donning the name as the Reverse Flash.
Okay, that one is even lazier than the last guy.
He is so close to taking Rip Van Winkle's spot as the dumbest name we said on this show.
Mhm.
But anyway, he went on to not just torment Barry, but every Flash because misery loves company, huh?
He has incredible power, able to copy Barry's patented infinite mass punch via vibrating his hand. While he's vibrating, he can also phase through living people, make himself intangible, and rip them apart from the inside. Phase through objects, or just say, I don't know, scramble your organs and possess you. Like this.
Damn.
Ow! Wait, these bodies don't have brains. How can you do that?
Details for later. Also, when Barry activated Flashpoint, you see Flashpoint is a major event in DC where Barry decided to run back through time to save his mother's life, not knowing that this caused a butterfly effect which changed DC as a whole, so he went back through time again to stop himself from doing it, which causes the entire universe to, let's say, reset itself in New 52. Heck, a lot of the time Barry slows down in order to not cause another multiversal retcon.
So would that technically make Superman the fastest Justice League member?
No, Demon, those were for charity.
Oh. Well, back to New 52. Why is this so important, you may ask? Well, Eobard was actually outside of time when that happened, breaking him both mentally and temporally. Thus, he became a living paradox, meaning that he'll always exist, even if you kill him in the past, present, future, or at any point in time, really.
I should probably give this back, huh?
My head.
Mm-hmm.
But Eobard can also do something Barry, Wally, or any other Flashes can't really do. He doesn't just steal speed, he can steal your time.
Damn.
He can age you up decades in a matter of seconds with a simple touch. Because he's also a super genius, being able to extend his own death by weeks when he gets shot through the head.
Ouch.
Oh, yeah, he's really, and I mean really hard to kill. Dude's been impaled, blasted his
Wait a minute,
guts,
hold on.
ripped to shreds, and even turned into nothing by Dr. Manhattan himself. but no matter what, Thawne was back to cause more terror, worse than the
Wait a
last
sec.
time.
He may also be one of, if not the
he can-
most picked characters to grace comic books.
He's really hard to kill.
100% be the type of guy who throws a brick at your
I
car
mean,
window and stuffs
even
your
I know
entire
that
car with
the
mouse
Reverse
pads.
Flash can you know, I mean, if you was like
It
to
was
shoot him
me,
or something.
Archer. I was the one who threw that brick and got all those mouse traps.
You did what?
That's the one thing. That's the one thing I never got with
Yeah, but
the
if
Reverse
you
Flash
had a
in the
dictionary,
in the
word penny
movie.
would be filled with examples like...
Murdering
mean-
Barry's wife and mom, being the monster that's under your bed, push you down the stairs, frame your dad into thinking that he killed your mom, making your crush an invalid because she wouldn't date you, and attempting to adopt your arch nemesis as a kid.
Man, there's like 3 pages of examples all for this one word.
I mean, not many would try to stop him.
It was me, Barry.
Holding his hand is enough to stop the entire DC universe from being destroyed, and that's a big feat on its own. Based on the DC cosmology and through a couple
what was
incarnations of
that?
the series,
Oh, yeah,
the known universe of DC is around one
but yeah, but I learned later on that in the animated movie,
a whole lot more impressive than normal.
it's
He
more
also
like
fought both Barry
he
and
dies in
Wally
there, but in the
multiple
movie,
times. He even took
but
Wally's
in
own
the comic
infinite
books, he,
back punch, which is
I
it
mean,
had the power
he
of
can
a
die,
bright
but he can just come
star.
back. I mean,
Even more
I
crazy
didn't
is when the guy
understand
Quincy's
what the hell was
banging
going on when it came
alien
to
guys
the
who race edge
the
of
movies and
universe.
the comics.
In
But yeah, I mean, they're all
these guys can
separate, I think.
teleport. Meaning Wally's own speed is incalculable in its own way. And that's not the only time incalculable stuff for Wally has even happened. And Thawne was confirmed by Wally that he was still faster than him.
Not only that, remember when we explained about how Flash and Wally raced each other to see who was faster? Well, this race nearly tore apart the DC multiverse. We think Thawne shaking his hand to save it was something. These two nearly destroyed it by just running. But again, that's Speed Force for you, the granddaddy of retcons and aspos for the writers.
And during all of this, the guy never seemed to stay down for too long. Just always comes back to cause more pain into Barry and his loved ones' lives. Why? Well, there's 2 reasons. For one, he just wanted to spend time with Barry. Despite all the horrible things Eobard has done, at the end of the day, he's still Barry's #1 fan that he dedicated his life to. He just had no clue how to spend time with him normally after Barry learned that horrible act he did in the future. So he went on to do all this awful crap because he just wished to be his sidekick. A thing many of us wants to be when looking up to our own greatest heroes.
What's the other reason?
Oh, he's just a dick, man. Like, he even murdered his
Not
younger
wasted, though.
brother because he was more successful and popular than he was. So the guy wasn't right in the noggin in the first place. But don't worry, after Barry found out this, he forgave good old Thawne, and just vibrated his temporal mortality, reset his universe, and took away all the memories and connections to Barry to make him semi-normal once again. But since comics can never think of new things or new characters, they'll find a way to bring him back.
Yep, sounds about right. So you may run and you may hide, but Reverse Flash has all the time in the world to make you suffer. And your time is just about to run out.
It was me, Barry. Uh-oh.
Just in time.
Okay, the combatants are set. Let's settle this.
Will Scourge just
It's
be
like,
barreled
Reverse
through,
Flash,
or will
Professor
Reverse Flash
Zoom?
finally run out of time?
Time for these 2 fictional characters to collide.
That has to be a world record. I mean, really, what the hell were you smoking? I'm going to show you a whirlpool of...
1 second. Just check a second.
That has to be a new world record. I mean, you lasted a whole second less than usual. Were you even trying this time?
Hey, Tights! You interrupted my gloating! Do you have any idea how long it took to set the right atmosphere?
I thought I'd seen everything. Alright, wearing attacking around.
You're the one to talk, spandex.
As much as I would love to stand here and prattle on about who looks tackier, huh?
Are you kidding me?
This is all your fault. If you hadn't distracted me with your gimpy outfit.
1, I'm a hedgehog. 2, I'm going to kick your ass. 3, wait, where are my shades?
Nice shades. But they're probably worth something at the pawn shop.
You better not smudge my shades. It's such a pain to clean off the residue.
Yeah. when it comes to like to the Reverse Flash, I mean, he's I think he actually might be the Loki of the series, except more evil. Holy crap baskets. Chaos.
What did you expect? We just stand there and let you power up.
An idiot in tights, apparently.
That again? You have no sense of style.
Ouch. That's one thing I was wondering with that. You know when it goes just now, I mean, what's that all about anyways? It was me, Barry! I was the one who gave you those rotten eggs.
What's the matter, Spandex? Running off to your mommy?
Your heart is bigger than I thought it would be. What kind of bullshit is this?
Ouch. Ouch.
I'll end this fight in seconds. No! Nanoseconds before it even happens. You, Bard, you are a genius.
Eobard? Really? That has to be the lamest name I ever heard. Damn, did your parents hate you or something?
And also,
Stone Age.
the speed force is really freaking dangerous. If it, I mean, come on, the speed force can you know, can make somebody like go back in time. I mean, that's freaking mental.
Did you think dinosaurs would really do something to me?
Hope you enjoy this entree.
Oh shit.
Oh look, Samurai Jack and I think Rioni Kenshin. It was me, Barry. I was the one who made you 5 minutes late for your playing Roy with your girlfriend. It doesn't make any sense, but you know, I'm just trying to have some fun.
Just give it a second. It's all in the technique.
Holy crap,
Oh
bastards.
yeah? Well, I have a technique for you. I call this technique watching you suffocate to death.
I'd say you need to work on the name.
Looks like we have you surrounded, bro.
You really should go back to grade school and get your numbers straight.
What the heck's going on? Ouch. Oh, he's done. Okay, so is it for those boys or what? The hell? Ah.
Deploy all units! Charge!
I would do that if I was you.
Moonstone cannon, fire!
Look at what you've done.
Look what I done to your repulsive face. It's an improvement. Ah, shit.
Ouch.
Rock? What did you think was...
Uh-oh.
You have wasted enough of my time. What is this?
Chaos. Control. Ultimate chaos. Man, this fight's long. Oh, that looks so freaking cool. Uh-oh. It was me, Barry! Okay, so maybe Scourge might win this one. Did you just take like the rings? Okay, I was Reverse Flash not dead yet.
Maybe I over-exaggerated a bit. You're not beneath me. You're just a poser. You won't even live to see me rule this multiverse. While you just settle into irrelevant dust. All you can do at this point is just run. This has been fun, but I have places to be. Preferably one where you aren't breathing.
This is mental.
Run, huh? Funny, running is what I'm best at.
How anticlimactic. I was hoping to end this off with a bang. Where's the pizzazz? Alright, that went from being pathetic to being annoying. What the hell?
Wait, what is that? What is it? The devil Reverse Flash? Hey, look, the Death Star.
Don't make me destroy you.
Come on, of course Batman's gonna win this one.
This won't end well for you.
Mental. He's going out for Omega.
Before you even got to run and start.
Oh, is it? What's going on? What the heck?
Well, I'd say we are at the final act. I would rate this a decent 7 out of 10, but I must give it a 10 out of 10 based on the look on your face.
Ow.
Huh, and you have the gall to comment on me on being a poser. The irony isn't lost on me. You said something about me settling into dust.
Oh, no.
Well, you'll settle into the abyss.
No.
I want you to
Scourge.
remember. Wait, you won't. In fact, no one but me will remember you in any capacity. Just know that out of all infinite versions of yourself, know that you were just an unpleasant afterthought to me.
Holy crap baskets.
If anyone asks, It was Batman.
Who was I fighting?
No one important.
Neat.
So, Archer? What the fuck happened here?
Okay, let me think. Based on what I can gather, both Scourge and Reverse Flash speeds are basically around the same level of incalculable. The factor of speed killing the other is kind of a non-factor here. You know, odd of course that a fight involving two speed characters, speed itself is not a factor, since neither had a surefire way to one-up the other in the category.
But that's all the Green Hedgehog has to match Reverse Flash. Sure, in his super form, he can scale to beings like the Interjack and Archie Supersonic, who has their own showings of universal and multiversal bending. Heck, it's Silver, his own Psychic Hulk, can close up time and space-ending wormholes. Like, come on, that's just nuts.
But thanks to DC cosmology, Thawne just had it beat. Remember when we said Thawne's own vibration can stop the destruction of the DC universe? Which is already stated in comics to be 100 trillion light years larger than our own universe. There's no real showing how large each universe is in Archie, but if we take it to the same size of our own, then oh boy.
And remember, this isn't a one-time thing. Thawne also scales with Wally and Barry, whose own race was carrying that same multiverse apart with every step they took. So it's perfectly consistent enough to justify this level of power. Even then, Thawne had so much more in his arsenal than just raw power alone. With a simple touch, he can age Scourge into dust, go right through him and scramble his insides, but if he really wanted to, run fast enough to go backwards in time and kill him at his weakest points.
Scourge maybe could have gotten a win with his super form if given the chance, but that's one major if, and even then, it doesn't have much weight. Since with Thawne time-traveling capabilities, there is a reasonable possibility he can run out the time on the form if needed, and given that the super form also wears Scourge down after its time is used up. Other hedgehogs have shown this exact thing themselves, leaving him open, and thanks to Thawne's much longer time and experience against speedsters like the Flash family, it's safe to say he will capitalize on an opening that is a big of a shot to win.
And one more thing to note that fully drives home Scourge's inability to keep up. He might be another Sonic, but he isn't fully Archie Sonic himself. While yes, they share super forms, speed, and strength, there's no concrete proof of Scourge being able to do all the mind-bending, fate-defying, self-reviving from the dead BS stuff Archie Sonic has shown over the years. You can say that he just has that stuff, but there isn't enough proof to fully back it up. And if he had some of these abilities, and even if he had, like, say, a form like Ultra or Hyper, he would be able to pass Thawne's most tricky thing, his temporal immunity.
While Thawne has been erased for good in the past by Barry himself, it took a very specific way of doing so, which was a full-on reset of his timeline after vibrating at such a frequency.
Okay.
But outside that, when beings like Dr. Manhattan has a hard time keeping him down, I think it's safe to say Scourge just didn't have the means to find a surefire way to do something similar. Sometimes only matching speeds isn't enough for the victory.
Scourge might have been the king of chaos that can match incalculable speeds, but he was no match for Reverse Flash's much higher tier strength, faster choice of hacks, higher levels of experience, varied choices of win conditions, and just lacked an answer to his temporal immortality to give him the win.
I guess in this mind-shattering battle through time and space, Thawne just beat him to the punch.
The winner is the Reverse Flash.
Next time on Fictional Characters Collide.
The Shovel Knight. Cool. Versus Ursa. She's such a badass. I love her. Powerful and beautiful. It was me, Barry! You have to admit, we didn't see that coming. I mean, come on. The Reverse Flash is freaking broken. It was me, Barry. I just love that meme. That's great. Oh, we've got around 15 seconds left, and I have to say, that was a long video. Long explanation, long fight. I mean, give these guys props for being very, very freaking dedicated. for their explanations and their animation. I mean, the animation was freaking awesome. I like that. Oh, freaking awesome. I mean, well done, guys. Well done. I like that. Whew. So, if there's anything you guys want me to react to, just leave in the comments below, and I will get to the video as soon as I can. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
And please don't forget to check out my other social medias. Please go and check out my alternative video platforms: Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, Twitch, and please come and hang out on my Discord server. We can play games, have a movie night or a series night, or you can watch me play a few games. And if you guys have any suggestions of any videos you want me to react to, or any video ideas in general, you can tell me on my Discord. I'm also on Twitter, Gab, Getter, and Paula. I'm on Locals, Tumblr, Minds, and if you guys want to support me, please go and check out my Subscribestar. It's like Patreon, but better. All these things are in the description box below, so please go and check them out and subscribe to them. I'm Geek Freak. Peace out.